Hello dear fellows, welcome back to another video from my channel. This is the second tutorial of SQL. In the first tutorial of SQL, as you remember, we have learned the introduction of SQL, what SQL is, why SQL, how to use and where. So these are pretty much everything that we have learned in our last and first tutorial. So in this video, we are going to actually learn the primarily syntax of SQL, and we are going to learn what table is and what do we have inside the tables. So first of all, let's take a quick look uh, inside a table and to see what table is. There you go. As you see here, we have different types of tables that we are going to use the records and values of these tables, and we are going to practice our SQL syntaxes in the next videos that I'm going to post. So in this video, we are going to take a look first of all inside the tables. For example, customers. So this is the table customer. So inside this table, we have the uh, the columns and rows. So and the values inside the column and rows. We are going to use the SQL syntax to manipulate the data and values inside this table. So let's go to the syntax to write the first syntax. So remember, always we have to use select in all our syntax that we are going to practice. So select and other syntax of SQL are not case sensitive. As you know, in Java and Python, the syntax and the codes that we are writing are case sensitive. But in SQL, they are not case sensitive. We can use small or capital letters to write our syntax. So let's see. Select a star from customer. So this syntax actually, what does it do? It returns all the records from customer table. Since we have customer table here, let's change the name of our table to something else. That way we can distinguish and see the differences. For example, employees. So once we run this syntax, it should return all the records and values from employees tables. There should be around 10 records inside this table. Let's run the query and see. So it should return all the records inside the employees table. There you go. As you see, this is the table of employee, and we have all these records and values. And that way, when we use select a star, the select a star always returns all values inside that targeted table that we are going to clarify and write in this part. So let's make another example. So let's write another syntax for the orders to return all the records of orders. So instead of employees, let's write another syntax. Select a star from orders, semicolon. Remember, always we have to write we have to add the semicolon at the end of our query. Now this syntax should return all the records of our table by the name of orders. There you go. So you see all the records from the table order. So let's write here. Select a star always returns the total records of a specific table. So until here we have learned what select a star does. So let's write another syntax, and here we are going to learn, for example, here we would like to return only the record of customer ID. We don't need to return all the records of this table, but instead you are going to learn how to return the records of customer ID. So we write the syntax in this way: select customer ID from here the name of the table. So this syntax, instead of returning all the records of orders table, will return only the records of customer ID that we have actually identified here. Let's run the query. There you go. It returned all the records for the customer ID table that we have for the customer ID, let's say column that we have mentioned here. So let's make another example once again to see what records do we have in our orders, and then we are going to make another example using this syntax. So now we are going to return the records of employee ID. So here we're going to write employee ID. So this syntax will return all the records on the column of employee ID. There you go. So in this way, we actually learn how to write the syntaxes in SQL. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm trying to make short videos, and that's why I don't want to continue with the rest of the syntaxes. And if the video was useful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for being with me, and wait for more videos from my channel.